Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. We're going to do one cast today. I'm out here by myself. It is Saturday I'm going to get this going. It is Saturday the 17th. And we're going to try some trolling today. It's not my favorite thing to do, but we've had some requests, and it actually is probably pretty effective. It just, whoop, bear with me a little bit. I'm still getting prepared. This is fun. I'm gonna have to do this outside the camera. Okay, I'm not sure. Trying to get my Garmin to go the right way, like straight. I don't have a mile per hour deal on my boat right at the moment, but I'm going to be trolling. It's a M5 purple Flicker Shad. I got 6-pound line, I got a swivel, and just have to figure out what the right speed is. I'm in 14 foot of water. I'm just below Cooper Creek. Okay. Get my speed right here, which I have no idea what my speed's going to be. Okay, and my cameras are really not set up in the greatest places. So I'm about 40 feet behind the boat. I'm going down lake, which I think is the best way to troll. A lot of boats out today, so I'm going to be trying to avoid everybody. I'm also going to try trolling a jig here in a minute. So far, I'm not going fast enough to even. Okay, now we're going. Now we're going. So now you kind of know why this isn't my favorite. It's a lot of work. I'm sure if you're used to trolling, then it's pretty easy because you're set up for it, and I'm not. What I don't want to do is drag the bottom with my lure, and I'm in 11 foot of water right now. I'm down there pretty good, I think. And I'm not dragging the bottom. I'm gonna pick it up a little bit. Tony, I'm coming up on Tony Lilley. He's got some guys fishing, and he was in the trophy area, he said, this morning, and they were biting really good on scope and jigs. One of his guys had a rainbow over 20 inches. They were released. Now they're down here probably fishing for fish they can keep. This is what we call the Cooper Creek Flats. It's a really good place for browns. It was last year at this time through May. If anybody has any suggestions, you guys that troll a lot, I'm open to suggestions. Somebody said the landing area has been real good for trolling. I'm not going to go all the way down there. What?
Fighting like crazy.
Good.
We almost got 16 already since we left them off.
Wow. They did stock down here off the Cooper Creek ramp yesterday. Tony said they're catching them like crazy. It's like he's fishing jig and float. What are you fishing? Huh. I am. Yeah, I know. I gotta mix it up. He said he's catching them on a pink float, or a pink worm under a float, and they're catching them on sculpin jigs. There's a north wind today, so I'm headed into a little bit of headwind. It's not bad at all. Pretty good chop on the water, which I like. Ooh. I think I'm hitting bottom. I just went from 11 to 9 foot, so I think I'm bumping the bottom now. So I guess I should slow it down a little bit. I only brought one of these, so if I lose it, then I'm throwing jigs. Just making sure I'm not picking up stuff off the bottom. Okay, I'm not gonna, ooh, I'm at 12 foot now. So we had just a little rise there, I guess. Pick it back up just a little bit. Well, that means I was close to the bottom at 11 foot of water. That's good. Also, if you want to comment and tell me what lures you like to troll or what's been working for you in the past, that'd be good too. We just don't troll. And I don't do a lot of baits like that, but Dwayne and Blake and those guys, you know, they like to throw them and jerk baits and work them back. They like to drag them on the bottom. Drop down to 14 foot now. Picking it up just a little bit. I'm also down to these docks, Taneycomo Acres, which the channel starts on this side, so I'm kind of angling over towards the docks a little bit. I'm really surprised I'm not catching little stalker rainbows. I think that's a good thing because that means if I catch one, it might be a big fish. Do a little side shot. You can see kind of the docks going by. "18 foot of water." I'm actually not sure how far this bait dives. Oh, guys are catching fish off the dock this morning. They are only running one unit. I think I did not cover that. Supposed to run one unit all day today. They're catching fish off the dock on night crawlers. Well, hopefully you're enjoying the scenery. wonder if I should check. I haven't felt anything, so I don't think any. It's got some stuff on the swivel. And should I even use a swivel? I would think so. Still about 17 foot of water. Okay, I'm letting, there's more line out now. The dogwoods are incredible right now. They just seem like they're bigger and brighter than last year. Okay, I'm at 17 minutes, no bites. I bet you I'm going 3 miles an hour. Go out a little further. Let out one line. Yep. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go for 20 minutes, then I'm gonna turn around and go to the other side and throw a jig for 5 or 6 minutes, see if I can at least put a fish on camera. I bet you those woods have a bunch of morel mushrooms. I actually have done real well trolling on Table Rock in the James River arm using either these Flicker Shad or even just jigs or swim minnows or soft plastic baits, drifting them, not drifting but trolling them. Catching white bass and crappie. I imagine you have to troll a lot, unless you're just really on them. I've done, I've trolled with a jig before. It sounds like it wouldn't work, but it does work pretty good. You got to troll a lot slower, but over 20 minutes. I'm afraid if I got too close to this bank on this bluff side, I'd start grabbing trees. I think I'm just right outside the tree line. 20 foot of water now. Water temp's 43. Well, I really have mixed feelings about quitting. But I wouldn't mind throwing a jig along this bluff bank just for a few minutes. It's really nice that this whole area below the last house has not been developed. That there's no houses here to clutter up the view. There's a fish that surfaced right there. It's really pretty. You actually get at a spot right here where you don't see any houses on the lake. Okay guys, I'm gonna shut her down. Could do a one cast and go troll for 4 or 5 hours and edit it to where you're just catching fish. So very seldom do I fish 4 or 5 hours in a day. Turn it around and I'll cast a jig for just a little bit. Let's see, I have a little sculpin. It's the one I threw yesterday. It's a sculpin jig with a brown head. I actually don't fish a lot down this far. And if I do, I'll fish the shallow side. I like it better than the deep side. So I got some moss already. Yeah. There could be a moss line along this bank. Ooh. Fish for a minute, then I'll go on the other side. See a bunch of midges on the surface. Fish aren't coming up on them though. One more cast. I get impatient fishing places I haven't fished before. Especially when I just got a little bit limited time to fish. All right, let's go across. With one unit of water, the current, there's hardly any current here. It's just too wide, too deep with the volume of water that's coming down, which is only going to be about 35 to 4,000 CFS. Yeah, I got it right. Ooh, there's a touch, I think. Too deep of water to be the bottom, I think. Let's see what the depth is here real quick. It is 14 feet. Today is my grandson's 8th birthday, JP. He is Megan's oldest son, Megan and Jimmy. They're coming up here this afternoon for a birthday party. I tried working it deep. Now I'm kind of working it faster and not as deep, just to see if I can get something to chase. It's my last cast. Yeah, if you're fishing the next, like today, tomorrow, next day, there's probably gonna be a lot of fish in our area of the lake, with them just stocking off the Cooper Creek boat ramp there. So I'm sure that's why Tony was catching them where he was sitting there, up there by Cooper Creek. There's always a lot of fish there anyhow. But no fish today. Want to try something different though. Blake wanted to go out and fly fish, and I said, you know, we really need to do some things we normally wouldn't do personally, but just to show if it works, or if it doesn't, or how we think it should be done. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. We'll try it again tomorrow.